It is my esteemed honor to welcome you to the grand reopening of the Central Sorting Office, Post Office. This occasion affirms the commitment of the department to modernize the postal service and signals the beginning of a new era, one that we celebrate under the theme, the rebranding of Jamaica Post. Jamaica Post has a rich history built brick by brick through the contribution of incredible stakeholders, both internal and external, as well as those past and present. On October 31, 1671, as you see on our lovely mural, approximately 351 years ago, the Postal Service was formally established in St. Diego de la Vega, the old capital of Jamaica, now known as Spanish Town. The Postal Service started as a conduit through which people could remain connected locally, regionally, and internationally, predominantly through the mail service. This service, over the years, has not been without challenges, yet we have preserved and withstood the test of changing domestic and global environments over several centuries. The evolution of the postal service is apparent, as there has been noticeable changes in the types of service being offered, to include moving from telegraph to parcels and packages, horses and animal-drawn carriages and ships, to bicycles, motorcycles, motor vehicles, aircraft, as delivery times are reduced and customer service experiences have improved over time. Additionally, there has been an incremental shift from fully automated processes towards only a few of the processes now being automated. Fully manual processes, to now a few of the processes being automated, as well as the introduction of e-commerce and other type of commercial activities driven by ICT. Therefore, the PTD fully appreciates that the postal service, whether locally or globally, is in a constant state of flux. It continues to change. It's very dynamic. And so in order to survive another 350 years or more, there has to be a paradigm shift in our operations. As a consequence, our strategic business model has changed to support our ambitions to modernize the postal service. The mural in this newly renovated customer service area of the Central Sorting Office, Post Office, is a significant feature illustrating the journey of the postal service from its inception to present and plans for the future. In other words, this mural is timeless. Our postal service has an extensive network and operations that span the entire country, which means that various other services could be offered, to include the forging of mutually beneficial partnerships. As a result, the PTD was identified as a strategic partner to roll out the National Identification Systems project. The department partnered with NIST to give the CSO office a facelift. In Jamaica's 60th year of independence, while we celebrate approximately 351 years of operations of the Postal Service in Jamaica. The CSO Post Office commenced major renovation works on March 14, 2022, for the first time in 42 years. I think that is very significant. So this facility, after 42 years, is now being renovated. Since the operations were relocated from the GPO in 1980. The extensive works done at the post office to rebrand the postal service and improve the customer service experience speaks to the department's commitment to our valued stakeholders. The project included tiling, replacement of counters, painting, the upgrading of ICT infrastructure, the general upgrading of the post office facility, among a host of other things. This will improve the overall aesthetics and functionality of the location, while creating a more modern and comfortable environment for all stakeholders while they conduct their business with us. This CSO project will serve as a blueprint for the new face of Jamaica Post, as it is the first of 24 post offices that should benefit from this existing partnership with the NIDS team or the NIDS project. Therefore, it is important at this time to recognize and thank Dr. Warren Vernon, the director of the NIDS project, and the Honorable Minister Floyd Green for their continued support in this regard. The renovation and rebranding of our major post office locations island-wide in the first instance is consistent with the department's strategic objectives and our mandate to modernize and transform the postal service. Our vision is to be an icon of excellence for quality logistics solutions. Therefore, the PTD intends to go beyond just mail and courier type services, courier type next day or express services, but rather to continue our efforts to reposition the entity through the strengthening of existing relationships, as well as the creation of more partnerships with ministries, departments, and agencies, to include the Tax Administration Department, TAJ. This will be primarily for the benefit of the public to improve access to various services from several locations, island-wide, at their convenience, therefore, or thereby promoting the post office as a one-stop shop. The CSO post office will be the launchpad for our new premium service center or concept. If you look behind you there, that's our new premium service center concept, where customers can access services such as Zip Mail, which is a next-day courier service, Click and Ship, which is an online freight forwarding service, Express Mail services, Fast Track, right, which is an expedited service that ships to over 150 locations worldwide. The Premium Service Center will primarily provide expedited non-traditional postal products, that is, commercial services with an improved customer service experience. That's a part of our modernization and transformation thrust. Other traditional services, in keeping with Jamaica's universal service obligations, of course, will continue to be offered from the CSO post office locations. The Mona, Ligani, Constant Spring post offices will also benefit from renovation activities in alignment with the strategic objectives of the department. Also, the St. Anne's Bay and Mobe 2 post office will be renovated in short order. These locations will continue to offer traditional mail services to the public, but in an upgraded environment with improved efficiency and service delivery. These renovated locations will also provide commercial services under the Premium Service Center banner. In closing, the department continues its efforts to improve the standard and quality of the postal service to the public, and wishes to invite everyone to support us in this venture. However, on a lighter note, lighter side, all are invited to take selfies using our mural as a backdrop to promote the newly renovated and rebranded post office, right, on their social media pages, because, you know, any advertisement and any publicity is good publicity. It can help us to sell the post office. Thank you very much. Welcome to our new Jamaica Post, and have a wonderful day.
I now invite Professor Felix Akinladejo, Chairman of the Board of Postal Corporation of Jamaica, to bring greetings.
Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Kerry Brown, Honorable Darrell Vass, Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, the Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Carol Palmer, unfortunately absent here, the Honorable Floyd Green, Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, who unavoidably is absent as well, members of the Board of Directors of the Postal Corporation of Jamaica, those who are here and those who are watching online, executive representatives from the public sector ministries and agencies present with us today, and I can see many of them from the Ministry of Finance. Welcome, please. Media representatives, ladies and gentlemen. It is my esteemed honor to welcome you to the reopening of the Central Sorting Office, CSO Post Office. We are pleased to be a part of this historical milestone under the theme, the rebranding of Jamaica Post. Ladies and gentlemen, the Central Sorting Office was constructed, as the PMG has said, in 1980, and is truly a part of Jamaica's history. We are at a critical juncture in the rebranding of the Postal Service. The Postal Corporation of Jamaica Limited and the Post and Telecommunications Department have recognized the need to transform through innovation, as this exemplifies our efforts to modernize the Post through a comprehensive approach to becoming a logistic giant in this sector. Ladies and gentlemen, we are following the proverbial saying in the Bible, you cannot put a new wine in old wineskin. Our premium services, Click and Ship, SIPMAIL, Fast Track, and the counter automation that is to be implemented soon are our new wines, and we want you and the public to taste them in new wine bottles. We continue to invest in the postal sector by growing the human resource capital, while providing capacity building opportunity, integrating up-to-date ICT infrastructure, operations, and adopting a customer-centric approach to stakeholder engagements at all levels. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue our trust to achieve what we have come to term PME. What does that mean? Profitability, modernization, and efficiency. We do this as a team and one big happy family as Jamaica Post. One of our four functions, you will recall, as Mr. Vivian Crawford will always say, is to stick the stamp and the envelope together so that they can go far and wide. The envelope cannot go alone and the stamp cannot go alone, but when you stick the two of them together, they can go to the end of the world. So, the Postal Corporation of Jamaica and the PTD, we have copied that by sticking together to modernize and make profitable and efficient the Jamaica Post in order to go far and wide. And I dare you to watch us. The renovated CSO is a physical representation of our commitment and vision for post offices across Jamaica to provide comfortable and accessible locations for both the staff and the external stakeholders as we continue to offer our premium services which we have listed and is still on, the Creek and Ship, the Ship Maid, and the Express Maid, as you can see in our mural on the wall, that adequately capture our history from the 16th century to the 20th century. Ladies and gentlemen, the postal services and the National Identification System, NIDS, have forged a mutually beneficial partnership which will ensure to the benefit of our stakeholders. A number of strategically located post offices across the island will be designated as NIDS enrollment sites, and the renovated CSO is the first to be operationalized. To date, NIDS has been a key stakeholder in the renovation of the CSO, having made significant financial contribution to the funding of the project. And this partnership is currently ongoing with 23 other post offices. Let me thank the Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, who is keenly interested in the success of the NIDS project. In fact, he proposed in his mind to make CSO the first official center to visit this year. He said he proposed in his mind that he's going to make his first official visit this year to be the CSO. And he came January 4th, 2022 that we are in. We hosted him and he toured the facility and he was satisfied. I want to thank him again. I want to thank our portfolio minister, Darrell Vaz. Since I have become the chairman of the board, there's no occasion we have invited our portfolio minister that he has not come personally. He will not send any representative. Every occasion that we invited him, he has come himself to grace the operation, and we want to appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. I want to thank Minister Green, in charge of the NIDS project in the office of the Prime Minister. And I want to thank my friend here, Dr. Warren Venom, the project director from the OPM. At one time, we were in classroom together, but I was on one side of the classroom, like the one I was sitting now, and you were on the other side of the classroom, like the one you are sitting down here, you know. Thank you. And ever since I have known you that if you are given a project, no matter the obstacle, you will achieve it. And I want to thank you, sir, for all your effort to make the project a success. A project of this magnitude, ladies and gentlemen, does not come without challenges. However, the Jamaica Post team was able to manage them successfully through our team's commitment and vested interest in offering premium services to customers in more comfortable and pleasant environment. They endure to completing the project reasonably on time and within budget. I take this opportunity to commend the team under the leadership of my able Postmaster General and CEO, Mr. Lincoln Allen, for their commitment and assiduous service to the Jamaica Post, and particularly with overseeing this renovation. I also acknowledge the work and effort of the construction team. Ladies and gentlemen, I must confess, Mr. Allen made my life very, very easy as the chairman of the board. Before I say it, he got it. Without any reservation, perfect cooperation, and working assiduously to achieve the vision that we have been given. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate you. The collective and tireless work of our skilled professionals have led us to this day to allow us to celebrate this milestone. This historic event, the redesign and renovation of the Central Sorting Office and the facilities offered therein to our valued stakeholders, aligns with the strategic objectives of the Jamaica Post, which include renovation of post offices and implementation of robust maintenance system. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of many and an introduction of what is to come as we build out and rebrand the Jamaica Post, as the Postmaster General has said. In closing, I thank the public for their continued support and patronage and invite everyone to experience the new and improved Central Sorting Office Post Office. Thank you all for celebrating with us today, and welcome to the new CSO. Thank you.
I now invite our Minister, the Honorable Darrell Vaz, Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, to bring the main address.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would say all protocols observed after everybody has been recognized twice already. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure to be at the historic Central Sorting Office, the nucleus of Jamaica's postal network, at this point of its critical transition. As I address you today, 4 words come to mind: reimagined, re-energized, redefined, and repositioned. Today's reopening is indeed a celebration of these 4 concepts as the Post and Telecommunications Department advances the rebranding of Jamaica Post. There comes a time in every organization that some reevaluation must be conducted, and as the PTD celebrates its 351st anniversary, World Post Day, and the 42nd year of the CSO, the time is strategically right to redirect and renew. As one of Jamaica's largest institutions in terms of its size and the geographical dispersion of its network, the PTD is instrumental in the ministry's quest to improve service delivery. With approximately 400 post offices and postal agencies island-wide, the network is a significant contributor to the livelihoods of communities, individuals, and small businesses, which makes its continued evolution and diversification of products and services absolutely essential. In this digital age, ICT is central to a modern postal service and the delivery of quality, timely, and technologically enabled customer service experience. According to the Universal Postal Union, new technologies are shaping and transforming the postal sector. ICTs are an opportunity for posts to improve their existing services, to evolve a whole new range of services, which is what the PTD is doing. Ladies and gentlemen, some persons may question the place of the postal service in today's digital world. But post offices are important socio-economic institutions which provide significant linkages between the digital and the physical space. We would all agree e-commerce and online shopping have become increasingly prominent in our society, and the postal service is integral to the aiding the delivery of many of these products we purchase online. I believe this is an exciting time for the postal network because technology opens tremendous possibilities for the inclusion of ICT in postal services. With the advancement in technology, drone technology for package deliveries, 3D printing, peer-to-peer delivery networks, and artificial intelligence are some options which can be explored. Jamaica's modernization efforts in the postal service has come a far way from the handwritten letter and the telegram through to the introduction of ICT. I'm pleased to know that a major part of the transformation of the PTD into a modern, agile postal service provider involves the pursuit of technological solutions to automate its processes. In this regard, we have connected 94 post offices island-wide to the internet with ongoing work to build in redundancy at the locations in order to mitigate service disruption. With these connections, post offices are able to offer and expand commercial services, example, bill payments and conduct point-of-sale transactions, remove dependence on other post offices to enter tracking information for services offering the tracking features, for example, zip mail, and reduce transaction processing time for counter services, thereby eliminating long wait by customers. To further our modernization efforts, the ministry is taking the necessary steps to undertake a consultancy on the Jamaican postal market. The consultancy will analyze and define Jamaica's postal market and make policy recommendations for the possible structuring and regulation of Jamaica's postal market. I'm pleased that the procurement is in the final stages of approval and a consultant has been identified. Ladies and gentlemen, the move to transform the postal service is just not a local, but a global one. New technologies are changing the way postal services are delivered to customers, and we must adapt and meet these new realities. Some of the postal points have been closed in some areas, so as you look to create the new face of the Jamaica Post, I wish to see greater efforts to reopen as many of these offices as feasible and the provision of services to our rural citizens. I urge the leadership of the PTD to continue seeking ways to innovate and improve its business processes and offerings for a stronger and more resilient postal sector. I want to, in closing, congratulate the leadership, the board, and the management of the PTD, and to say that if what I am experiencing here is in any way the direction in which the PTD is going, then we are in good hands, because I must tell you that this does not look like the average government entity or government building across Jamaica. So I hope that with all the funds that have been spent, that not only will the staff keep the place in this pristine condition, but those that come to use this space, the citizenry of the country, will also take pride and make sure that they carry themselves in a way that will allow for this place to remain as beautiful as it is, not only in looks, but in service to those of your customers. Congratulations, and this is indeed a very, very bright Thursday morning for the postal services. Thank you.
I now invite Mrs. Sophia Hamilton Brown, Deputy Postmaster General, Business and Regional Operations, to bring closing remarks.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, Honorable Minister Darrell Vaz, and all other protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, the rebranding of Jamaica Post is a most fitting theme as it captures the true essence of what this event embodies and the upward trajectory of the department. You will agree with me, right? Jamaica Post is indeed on a mission to reshape the perception of the postal service, drive brand infinity, and show our stakeholders, all our competitors, that we are indeed serious about modernization. This extensive renovation that we are looking at here, we didn't do it with a lot of money, but we did it with a lot of care and, in keeping with, modern facilities. And as such, this, in terms of the CSO post office, is but a glimpse of what is ahead, and especially based on what our previous speakers, presenters mentioned earlier. What I can tell you is that the Jamaica Post team is definitely committed to improving service delivery and efficiency, as our Honorable Minister mentioned earlier. Because what would it take if we're looking so beautiful, but then our service is the opposite of that? So we know that our work is cut out for us, Mr. McCain. Currently, there are 237 post offices island-wide, and not to mention over 100 postal agencies. But as our Postmaster General indicated, we will continue to strategically build out service offerings while simultaneously effecting repairs to Jamaica Post locations island-wide using methodical and practical approach. And I say that carefully because, as you're aware, we don't have the funds to do that. And everybody knows that one of our weaknesses as Jamaica Post is that image-wise, we are not really looking good island-wide. So, as Minister mentioned, this is not really representative of a government building. But we are proud to say today that Jamaica Post, we are proud to say that we are looking like a corporate building today, all right? Today, we achieved an important milestone. However, this could not be achieved without all the various stakeholders involved. Team effort, collaboration, commitment, sacrifice, and let me just repeat, sacrifice. Our postal staff, they were outside in what some people call a little shed, but they carried out their task for over 6 months and they did it with pride. Hard work was another tenet. Partnership, we're seeing Dr. Vernon here today, were some of the tenets that contributed to the success of what we're all seeing here today. You can just imagine when you eat a slice of a lovely Christmas cake. It was not just beautiful like that. A lot of ingredients came together and there's a lot of hard work. And as mentioned before, there were a lot of challenges. But today, we thank God for what we have achieved and we will press forward in terms of where we are heading. And therefore, to this end, it is indeed my pleasure to express gratitude to all those who made this event a reality today. But first, let us thank God. But first, let us thank God for affording us the sustaining power and supplying all our needs, financially and otherwise, to execute this project. My segment will not be a boring one, so get ready to clap. At this time, I wish to thank our Honorable Minister Darrell Vaz, for gracing us with your presence and for being our main speaker today. As mentioned earlier, we have never asked our Honorable Minister to speak or to participate, and he didn't turn up. Thank you so much, Minister. Your message was solid, and it will serve as an inspiration as we move forward in terms of transforming Jamaica Post. We want to also thank our permanent secretary, P.S. Palmer. She is unavoidably absent, but P.S. and our minister and the team, and I think some of the MSED team, they're here today. We just want to thank them for, continuing to facilitate, the modernization of the post office through their invaluable support. Professor Felix Akinladejo. First time I'm saying it out like that publicly, right, Prof? But you are our chairman, our dear chairman of Postal Corporation of Jamaica. And we want to thank you, sir, for your continued stewardship and the governance, the members of the board, under the leadership of yourself in helping to transform the postal service. Thank you, sir. Dr. Vernon, you stand strong and tall as we partner together. You represent NIDS, and Minister Green is not here, but we want to say a big thank you to you and the team. This partnership embodies a win-win for both entities. And Jamaica, land we love, will see that in the days and months and years to come. We thank you so much for your financial support, sir, and your team. To all our other external invited guests, I'm seeing a team here from Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, headed by Mr. Floyd Corey. Thank you so much for your support, not just your presence here, but support in terms of work over the period. Thank you to the team. Thank you so much, Mr. McCain. Mr. McCain serves in a lot of capacities. Mr. McCain serves as the Director of Post. He is also a board member. And Mr. McCain is also a stamp advisory member. So thank you, sir, for always being here. And just in case I am missing out on any other invited esteemed guest, we just want to say a very big thank you. Now to our internal team members who did all the work, who made all of this possible. I first want to say thank you to our Postmaster General, Mr. Lincoln Allen. Mr. Lincoln Allen is the conceptualizer of what you're seeing here. Mr. Allen is an on-the-ground supervisor for this project. Every nail, Mr. Francis, every wire, every board, Mr. Allen would come for us every day, and we have to come down here, and he would take us through, and he would ensure that everything is okay. He is a perfectionist in getting all the details right. This is his pride and joy. And the mural you're looking at behind me here, as he mentioned, he conceptualized it and, throughout, end to end. And as mentioned, it is a timeless transition. That is what it depicts, of services offered by the department over time. This will definitely be etched in the history of the department. And therefore, sir, we want to commend your efforts for not relenting in that regard, and we thank you for your leadership. Indeed, we want to also thank our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Kerry Brown, one of our Deputy Postmaster General. And let me say that the hard work that you're seeing here, obviously we have a planning committee led by myself. And I just want to acknowledge all of them now, because as I mentioned before, what you're seeing here, there was a lot of hardship, there was a lot of challenges, it's a rough road, but at the end of the day, we are here and we're looking good and we're moving on. Mr. Herbert Fletcher, thank you, sir. Our Director, Senior Director, Corporate Services, Mrs. Hyacinth Henry Hartley, our Director, Regional Divisions over there, Miss Marcia Higgins, moving around, she's at the back. Ms. Tanika Bennett, our Public Relations Officer. And Mr. Rakesh Francis. Mr. Francis, stand up, please, sir. Mr. Francis is the engineer. He led out in this project. And yes, Mr. Francis, we knew the challenges. We're a part of it, and we know what it was, but we're all basking now, and we want to say thank you, sir. All right? Senior managers, you're all present here. Thank you. You would have done your part somehow, right? We want to thank you. Our Central Sorting Office, Post Office staff, you're looking at them now serving. They need a rousing round of applause because they are looking lovely. And as I mentioned to you before, even though they were relocated on the outside, they still gave of their best in the rain and in the sunshine, and they're back in and they're ready and raring to go. And we just want to say thank you so much. We want to thank our regional management team. We have Mr. Gray here, our Eastern Regional Coordinator, and we have Ms. Jemison and the rest of the team, and Ms. Millwood. We want to thank all of you. Job well done. I want to thank, all who assisted. I can't call out everybody's name, but the IT team, the maintenance team, the security team, the entire team here on this building, admin segment and so on. And in the regions, I know most of them would be watching virtually in virtual space. I just want to say a very big thank you for your support and for your understanding of what this signals for Jamaica Post as we seek to achieve our vision. But we have to take it in strides, ladies and gentlemen, one step at a time. And this is the first step in our rebranding effort. But we must remain laser focused on the end game. And that end game is becoming a logistics giant. We have to believe it, and we can achieve it. I would have left out our GIS team and the team who did the mural and so on. And it's looking so beautiful. We just want to thank everybody, all our cleaners, everybody, our music, our technical team, everybody. I just want to say a big thank you. Today, we all stand proud to be associated with the new face of Jamaica Post. We will continue to replicate this look and feel in other locations in the future. We could not do this without teamwork. So therefore, again, a big thank you, and let us continue to work to rebrand Jamaica Post. Thank you very much.
Mrs. Hamilton Brown, special thank you from the team here at Jamaica Post, because we know it was challenging and you had to deal with everybody, and we know it was difficult, so special thank you from all of us. Job well done. At this point in time, I would ask Postmaster General to lead the team escorting the minister to the ribbon cutting, and after that we'll have a tour of the facility. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kerry Brown, Deputy Postmaster General here at Jamaica Post. I want to thank you for being with us and enjoying the ambience. And as Mrs. Hamilton Brown said, and other speakers before, rest assured, it is not just the ambience that you'll be getting the customer service. Thank you again, and have a good rest of the day.
Free shipping that's affordable, fast, and convenient. Take advantage of our great rates, multiple locations island-wide, and extended opening hours. Track your package every step of the way. Have a question? Email, call, or chat with our customer service team. Sign up for free at clickandshipexpress.com and get your U.S. mailing address. Click and Ship. Like it, click it, ship it. Conditions apply.
Need to send items locally? Now there's a better way. Zipmail, a safe, reliable, and affordable courier service island-wide. Delays are a thing of the past. Save time. Zipmail will send it in a flash. We offer door-to-door pickup and delivery by the next business day. You can track the progress of
You shop, we ship. Click and Ship Express. We make online shopping easy with hassle-free shipping that's affordable, fast, and convenient. Take advantage of our great rates, multiple locations island-wide, and extended opening hours. Track your package every step of the way. Have a question? Email, call, or chat with our customer service team. Sign up for free at clickandshipexpress.com and get your U.S. mailing address. Click and Ship. Like it, click it, ship it. Conditions apply.
Need to send items locally? Now there's a better way. Zipmail, a safe, reliable, and affordable courier service island-wide. Delays are a thing of the past. Save time. Zipmail will send it in a flash. We offer door-to-door pickup and delivery by the next business day. You can track the progress of your item every step of the way. Choose Zipmail and let us deliver your next package or item now. Just zip it and forget it. A product of Jamaica Post.